What's going on, guys? We're going to do a little recap on a few Tesla trades that I did this morning. So we've got the big chart pulled up here with all the supply and demand zones on it. Again, just before I get into the video, today is going to be the last day that you can actually get a lifetime membership into the Evolution Traders room. That website will be coming down within 24 to 36 hours. So that one-time pricing is going to be no longer. There's going to be a new website because I'm updating all of the courses. But if you get in to the lifetime members, you guys can have access to everything upcoming. So with that being said, let's take a look at Tesla. So on today's live stream with the team, right? Every morning I do a live stream for at least an hour to an hour and a half, depending on what, the team at Evolution Traders is doing. If we're profitable and it's only been 30 minutes to an hour, more than likely we're going to be done trading on the day, so forth and so forth. But again, there was a level that I was looking at to the long side. It was at 257 and a half, right? 257.15. That was the pre-market highs. So even though we did pull back off the open, I kept, kind of reiterating that if we can take out the pre-market highs, we potentially have some room to stretch. Now, that was the last trade of the day that I took. Actually went from all the way from 257 to $260.50. So this was a phenomenal trade. Now, I only took it for about $1.50 to $2. But again, that's just kind of my bread and butter, my sweet spot on these particular plays. So the first play here on Tesla, if we notice this, 5-minute candle before the market opens here, we pulled right into the 200 SMA, okay? The opening candle puts in a little bit of a spike, gets rejected here at the 50 SMA, and then comes down and breaks the pre-market lows. So at this point in time, you can get into the trade, right? And I'm going to kind of recap and show you, where potentially you would be selling for profits and where potentially your stop loss is at. Your stop loss would definitely be over the high wick, over the 50 SMA, or even the 20 SMA, depending on your level of comfortability on the risk. Now, if you were to get into this trade, right, like some of us did in Evolution Traders this morning, as we're confirming the loss of the 20, right? So if this is the pre-market lows, what do we need to see have happen? We need to confirm the pre-market low price, which is your pivot, put in a new low, and then see the next candle confirm that new low below your pivot. Does that make sense? So if our pivot is the pre-market lows, we need a new candle to break those lows, put in a new price, and that new price needs to be confirmed, which was confirmed here at 635. Now, again, a little bit of a riskier trade just due to the fact that right around your entry at around 253.40s, you did have support at around 252.50s, which is almost about $1 down. But again, depending on your position sizing, 80, 90 cents, especially within one 5-minute candle on Tesla, can still pay very, very well. Now, one thing that I always recommend to do is sell initial size, right? Whether, if you're trading 5 contracts, sell 2 contracts, right? At least take something off the table as soon as those premiums move, as we come into a level of support. Then what you want to do is either trail it, right? Start trailing it with a 5 SMA, or, use a 200 SMA as kind of a break over. If we break over that, kind of get out of the trade, and then sell into the next area of demand. And now the next area of demand was sitting down here at 251.18. Again, if you want to learn, which one of these supply and demand zones is more important than the other and how exactly you're looking to play in between these lines, I'll teach all of that in Evolution Traders. So become a lifetime member and we can start setting up our one-on-one coaching calls. But as we came into losing, that 251 and a half, 251.20s, we put in that new low. So automatically what gets marked out for me is the low of day, right? That's going to also be the opening range, the first 30 minutes, which is your first hour candle. That $250.50 mark becomes the low. So if we do bounce and then we lose that 250, I'm 100% short. Now, that was the trade at number 1 there, took a small piece of the pie there. Now, really wasn't interested in going long just due to the fact that what's my long? Pre-market highs. I need pre-market highs to break. That's my long. As soon as we get rejected back up here in this area, we never break pre-market highs. We put in a nasty red candle here that closes back below the 20 SMA. And I quickly went here and I took this trade on live where I was kind of going over it a little bit. How I was just necessarily looking for $1. I was looking for $1.25. Because I understand we still have that same support here at 251 and we do have that 250.48. So in order for this to have any type of serious continuation, we need to lose 250.40 first. So why not take some profits off into the level of support here, get that 80 cents, get that dollar, and then as soon as we crack below it and start to wash out towards this lower Bollinger Band and this linear regression, I got out. Luckily, I got out in the manner and time that I did, because obviously we can see this reversed from a time of around 7:25 all the way to 9:25, which is about 2 hours here. Now, the long play that I took, Andre also took it too in the room. You guys can see his gains that got posted today. Pretty good. Very, very good, actually. So if we kind of look here, at 8:35, we get that breakout finally over that pre-market highs. Boom, that's the confirmation we're taking. As soon as we break out over pre-market highs, we put in the new high, we back test it, right? And then boom. So you could have done one of two things here. You could have, right, taken the first entry on the break of pre-market highs, and then maybe you would have just sat through to see if that break and retest holds and then sell on the run up. You could have done that, right? Or you could have let it break the pre-market highs, put in a new high, and then let it get confirmed, which wouldn't have got confirmed to over here, and you were still able to take $1 to $2 off that move there as well. So again, those are just the recaps that we took at Evolution Traders in the room. Again, if you want to learn how to do this stuff on a day in and day out basis with a little higher level of consistency, I'll see all of you guys on the inside. To the rest of you guys, I'll see you guys on YouTube in the next video.